Hi, it's Saturday, August 28th. And even though it's a Saturday, it's time for Farm Talk Friday. I'm Ken Jordan. This is my beautiful wife, Janine. And okay, in farm news this week, we have some beautiful new Okinawa spinach going in the vivero in our nursery. We always have at least one bed of Okinawa spinach, and it kind of...
We just needed to cut it back.
Yeah, we cut it back. And we've got some new ones growing. Okinawa spinach is a perennial that grows all the time, and it's our spinach replacement. Hello, Scratch. Hold on. And Scratch is photobombing our Farm Talk Friday. And anyway, it's a great spinach replacement. It's also beautiful. It's like purple and green. And also we've got amazing sweet basil started out there.
Yes.
It looks really good. And we normally have lots of basil growing in all corners of our raised garden beds, which allows us to make amazing pestos, which we love.
And we actually do have a lot of basil growing. It's just not the sweet
Not
basil.
the sweet basil, right.
And Ken doesn't love all basils, but I do.
Yeah.
So.
Now, also very recently, I made a new kind of fruit leather. I usually make it out of Marignon, the cashew fruit. But this time I made it with a mix of a small amount of Marignon, the cashew fruit, and mostly Rosa de Jamaica. And it's delicious. It came out great, except we don't have a timer on our dehydrator, and I left it in overnight by accident, so it dehydrated for about 12 hours too long. So it's kind of like fruit chips, really, but it's still really good.
He's delicious.
And you know, it was the first time I tried it. First time with our new little silicone trays that are made for the fruit leathers, and the first time with that fruit. So I'm sure next one's gonna be better. And I don't know what else we've got before moving on to what everybody wants to hear about.
Yeah. Well, I have something.
All right, great.
Here, why don't you take your glasses? I'll still try to distract Scratch with this hand.
Okay.
As I reach
Wow.
around. So I just wanted to show, we had to make for the feed, well, we didn't have to, but we decided to throw some cranberry hibiscus leaves into it this week.
Yeah.
And so these are kind of wilty, but I was thinking, because I forgot to do something with them immediately, but they're not bad. I mean, we could put it in our compost if we wanted, but I was thinking that we could put it out in the dehydrator and make little chips.
Yeah,
So just like
we will
put
try
a little bit
that.
of oil on it, some salt, and I think it'll be really good.
Yeah, the girls got an upgrade on their chicken feed this week. They got some of our organic homegrown cornmeal. They got dried bananas. And we sometimes put the cranberry hibiscus and our belay in anyway. But I think we gave them...
But we dehydrated the belay.
That's
this
right,
time.
that was new. That came out great.
Great.
Yeah.
We should do that for ourselves.
Yes.
We have a lot of belay. I think we've talked about that before. Maybe we'll talk about that next week. Anyway, so I wanted to share some strange looking concoctions. So this one is, I'm calling it like Chan H2O base. So
Okay.
Chan has this like very aromatic leaf, and like you can smell it, but like if you rub it and then smell it, it's very like menthol, and I love it. And so I just feel like there must be something medicinal about the leaves, even though I on a quick search like many weeks ago, I didn't find anything. So I need to go deeper on that and talk to way more people in the permaculture community, because somebody else must love this as much as I do. But I'm just thinking that this would be a good base for like a homemade insect spray, because it smells. So I put a little bit of eucalyptus essential oil in it to like help keep it. But yeah, so anyways, I needed to cut back some of the Chan, and that's what I did. So people, before I lose my thought,
Yeah.
people often use chan seeds, and they become gelatinous in water, or like you want to make a pudding out of it, kind of like chia pudding. They're almost like chia seeds. So anything that becomes kind of gelatinous is typically considered good for your stomach lining. So anyways,
Yeah,
I love chan seeds too.
And I just want to say all of our bug, what'd you say it was a good base for?
Insect spray?
Yeah, all our insect spray is
For us.
It's just repellents, even for our crops. We don't make anything to kill anybody. We just make things to repel.
Yeah, but I was talking about like for you, your
Oh.
insect spray.
Well, that's also a repellent, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I know. And then this lovely, scary looking stuff.
Yeah, that's a good angle.
Yeah, okay. Ooh. Look, I labeled it too. Labeling's really important, and a lot of times I think, oh, I'm gonna remember this.
Yeah.
And then I don't. And
Yeah.
it's really awful, and then I like beat myself up later, like, why didn't I label it? I have no idea like what that date was.
Because we have like 1 million jars of stuff
Yeah.
all over the place, and so if we don't label, we're in trouble.
Yeah. And I don't sometimes, but I did on this one. Jane! Hi, Jane. Jane, look at this. So this is noni. And, if you go to like Whole Foods, you can buy like noni juice, which is considered a superfood, which is not necessarily a regulated term. But anyway, noni juice is super expensive. I mean, I think the last time I checked it out, like in a very conscious way, was probably 5 or 6 years ago. It was like $30 a bottle. So anyway, we have a noni tree, and it is it's pretty young tree still, and there's a lot that's coming off of it. And so what's great about noni is it's the juice is supposed to be good for your joints. And for whatever reason, I feel like I woke up 3 or 4 months ago and my joints were hurting. And I told Ken, he's like, oh, I take pills for that. Not like pharmaceutical,
Just supplements.
but supplements. And I do take supplements as well, and I am taking these, but I want to and have planted lots of things on our property so that we can have our own natural medicine. And obviously we can't use the medicine until it's ready. So the noni is just starting to come out now, and I had forgotten actually what it was good for, and so I just was like, I have a whole bunch of it. What's it good for? Oh shoot, this is perfect. I'm like, I need to make noni juice so that we can both take it, because I'm just not a person that wants to take supplements every day and feel like I'm committed for life. And like you don't know what your circumstances are in life, and it's nice to know that there's a natural option. And if you find yourself on a desert island with somehow noni growing everywhere around you and your joints are hurting, like you can suck on that and maybe it will help you.
All right.
So in other news, the new permaculture pinup interview is going to be dropping this weekend, probably tomorrow, but I'll be teasing it out on the Instagram, so you will get to meet.
And where
You'll
do you
have to
go?
go there.
Where do you find it?
At Permaculture Pinup on Instagram, and I'll also be sharing it to the Permaculture Pinup Facebook page.
All right.
Yes.
Now?
Now, da-da-da. Hi everyone, Kathy.
Okay,
Michael.
so
Hi Scott.
Janine thought Shakti, our injured chicken, needed a buddy.
Yes. So, should we show the little?
No.
Not yet. Okay.
Okay.
Some other time.
So we're moving outside, not too far. Hopefully the Wi-Fi works.
It'll work. Okay.
The newest addition to the chick family.
Is Poe. Penguina Ocean Houdina. So Houdina like Houdini because she's an escape artist. Penguina because she looks like a penguin. And Ocean, she's like a river goddess from Africa. I just thought it was a good name. So anyway, she is growing already. Oh, she's super tiny, but
There's Shakti back there.
yeah. So now Shakti has a friend, which is
This
great.
little one is so full of energy and positive vibes, and she's so funny. She just runs around, always running at your feet, always running up to Shakti,
Jumping on her back sometimes.
jumping on her back, running between her legs.
Yeah, so this whole area is new this week. You know, Ken had this idea. Delvin executed on the idea, and so now we have a playpen for them, which is super helpful when it's not raining, to put them outside so that there's less poop that I have to deal with, which I'm happy to deal with.
I deal
But
with it sometimes too.
I'm sure all mothers and fathers of newborns, you're all right, honey. She can get herself up, but
She's
I'm right.
she's walking pretty good though. She's not.
She is.
It's not flawless, but she's doing great.
Yeah, and Ken, I'm gonna turn it back around
Oh.
on you. Do you want to tell everyone what we saw Shakti do yesterday?
Well, she, you know, because chickens they fly run. They flap their wings and then they kind of jump, fly a little bit and run, you know, but she hasn't been able to do that because of her injury. But she did it yesterday. She kind of flapped her wings and kind of jumped and landed and didn't fall. And it was amazing.
It's amazing. And why did she do it? Do you remember?
Was it because of Poe? I can't remember.
It was because of the food.
Oh, yeah. Every time we bring her food, she has food all the time, but if we bring her new food from the bag, she sees the bag and she just goes absolutely nuts.
So anyway, thank you everyone for tuning in, and yeah, have a wonderful weekend.
All right.
Yes. Ciao.